What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is so exciting because I've never done a video like this before, but I'm really excited with the products that I have to show you guys. It's only, well, it's four products, and they're dupes for one another. So there are a couple of high-end products that I really love. One of them is a setting powder and the other one is a highlighter that is like hugely raved about in the beauty community. And I found dupes at the drugstore for both of these products. So hell yeah to saving money. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and show you guys this stuff. I want to tell you guys the price differences, how much product do you get, like your bang for your buck. I'm just gonna bring up Ulta because you can get most of this stuff at Ulta, but one item you can't, right? I don't think they sell Laura Mercier at Ulta. I don't think so. In case any of you are wondering, I do have the Jaclyn Hill palette on my eyes and the Velvet Liquid Lip by Kylie in the shade Naked. Just so you know, those are the rest of the deets on my makeup. I want you guys to know, one side of my face I use the higher end products, and on the other side of my face I use the drugstore products. So this side of my face is high end and this side of my face is drugstore, and I would say they look pretty identical. What do you think? So the powder that I want to talk to you guys about, one of like my holy grail powders, I always repurchase this. I think this is like my third tub of this, and it's the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and you get 1 ounce in this jar. You can also get like a travel size one, but I feel like you just get the most bang for your buck when you buy the big tub. At Sephora, which is where you can buy this product, or you can buy it on Laura Mercier's website, this retails for $38 for 1 ounce of product, which is not bad when you look into like other setting powders that are on the market. A lot of them are about the same price and you get like way less than this. You get maybe like half an ounce of product or something like that. So you do get a lot in here for your money when you think of it that way. But again, it is pricey to be spending $40 on powder every so often. I know that like I kind of cringe when I have to buy it, but I've never found anything until now that has been comparable to it. So, or comparable. Is that the same word? So it comes in 2 colors. You have the translucent color for lighter skin tones, lighter to medium skin tones, I would say. And then they just came out with a translucent medium deep, which is for medium to deep skin tones. I can't testify for that one and say that that one works just as good because I don't have that color skin. This one works the best for me, and it's the one that I've repurchased over and over again. I love the way it sets my under eyes. It keeps me matte throughout the day. This is literally the only powder that keeps my oils at bay. The only one. Anything else that I use, I'll be shiny like within the hour, I swear to you, even when I'm doing touch-ups. So this powder I've repurchased multiple times because it works and because it's amazing. I'm sure you guys know all about it. It's very hyped in the beauty community, but for a very good reason. And I will continue to purchase this when it runs out because I love it so much. But now we have a drugstore alternative that is way cheaper and you get almost the same amount of product. So the powder that I have found is a great dupe for the Laura Mercier powder is by Maybelline. And it is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. They just launched this and it's so good, you guys. I'm a really big fan of the Fit Me foundation and the Fit Me concealer. That's not it. This is all the Fit Me line. I'm a really big fan of it. I love this stuff. Whenever I wear the Matte and Poreless foundation, I get tons and tons of compliments on my skin, which is always so weird for me because for the longest time, I've had really bad skin, like my skin scars whenever I get acne, and I get a lot of hormonal breakouts. So whenever I wear this, I always get complimented, and it's always shocking to me, but it's the Maybelline Fit Me. So I absolutely love this line, and I'm really happy that they came out with this powder, and this powder is nothing short of amazing. So I purchased mine at Target, and I believe it was like $7.99 or $6.99. It retails for the same amount at Ulta, and you get 0.7 ounces. And this one actually comes in a lot more shades than the Laura Mercier one, which is a big bonus. I have the shade 10 Fair Light, but they also have one lighter than this. Altogether, they have 8 shades, which is amazing. And like I said, I can't speak for the darker colors, and I don't know if they're like super ashy, too red toned, you know. This one is the only other powder that I found that has kept me matte in the same way that the Laura Mercier one has. The only difference between this and the Laura Mercier is that I find when I'm setting my under eyes, the Maybelline one begins to crease a little bit sooner than the Laura Mercier one does. So the Laura Mercier still holds up a little bit longer when it comes to setting the other eyes, but altogether, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything like better. Yes, it would have been amazing to have like that factor taken care of where like it's not creasing, but I can deal with that. I can just warm up the product under my eye and spread it out. No big deal. I don't mind. But this powder has kept me matte throughout the day when I use it, which is so shocking because I've never found anything to keep me matte. Like I've even tried the RCMA no color powder to use on my skin, and that still brings my oils through pretty quickly. So I want to give you guys a close-up, and I do have Maybelline on this side and Laura Mercier on this side of my face, all throughout my face. So I set under my eyes and I powdered my T-zone. So I just want to show you guys there's really not much of a difference at all. Like they both look equally as flawless. So this is the Maybelline and this is Laura Mercier. I mean, I think they look basically identical. The only thing that I don't really like about this product is the packaging. I don't really like the square concept and like the getting the powder out and then putting the lid back on. It's just, it's kind of funky, but it's only $7. I'm not going to complain too much about it. I can get past it. Let me go ahead and swatch this for you. This is the Maybelline powder. I'll go ahead and put it on this side since I have it on this side of my face. It feels super soft and creamy. That's a swipe of it right there. The powder definitely looks a lot lighter when you put it on than what it looks like in the container. And then I'll go ahead and swatch Laura Mercier right next to Maybelline so you guys can see a comparison. So that's both of the powders right next to each other. Again, this is the Maybelline in the shade Light, and this is the Laura Mercier Translucent color. When you put them on your face, they look basically identical. Again, this one comes in a lot more shade ranges, so you can find something that'll match you perfectly and won't give you like such a white cast. I definitely think if you are into baking and setting your makeup and you're just as into like using Laura Mercier, I would definitely, hands down, give the Maybelline powder a try because it's literally the same thing and it's just as good, if not better. So I think Maybelline killed it with this powder. Now moving on to our next product that I want to talk about. It's a highlighter, and the highlighter that I would like to show you guys is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. So because it's a more pricier highlight and I'm not too much into gold highlights, I did just decide to purchase this little trio set of highlights from her collection. So you get Gilded Honey, which is right here in the middle, which is the one that I'm going to be talking about today. You also get Ballerina and Peach Glow, but we're going to focus on Gilded Honey because that is like huge in the beauty community and everybody loves it. I'm gonna let you guys know the retail price of the regular size Gilded Honey. We're gonna kind of ignore this sort of trio package that I have because I want to give you a comparison to how much the drugstore dupe costs in comparison to that. This palette, by the way, is $32. So Gilded Honey retails for $26 and you get 0.01 ounces. I don't know the typical highlighter size, but I would say I guess that's a pretty good amount of product. I'm not really sure. So I have Gilded Honey on this side of my face, and I'll show you a swatch of what Gilded Honey looks like. So this is on my finger, and I'll go ahead and put it on this side since I have it on this side of my face. So that's a swatch of Gilded Honey. And then the drugstore version that I found recently that a lot of people are actually talking about. I feel like this is going to be sold out everywhere once everybody finds out about it. So this is the Maybelline Master Chrome by FaceStudio Metallic Highlighter, and this is in the shade 100 Molten Gold. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this already. Jeffree Star just did a video on it. I think a lot of people have done a video on it actually. So this is what this one looks like. As you can see, it's got a really nice reflect to it. And this one is, at Ulta, this retails for $9.99 and you get 0.24 ounces. So you get a little bit more than the Laura Geller one, and obviously for less than half the price. Yes. So I'll go ahead and swatch this one for you guys right next to Laura Geller. This is what the finger press looks like. And again, this is Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I'll go ahead and put the Maybelline one right next to it. So those are those two swatched side by side. As you can see, Laura Geller is definitely a bit more golden, and the Maybelline one is a little bit warmer. It almost looks like it's a little orangier on camera, it does. But on the face, I feel like they look identical. So like I said, I have Laura Geller on this side of my face, and then on this side I have the Maybelline one. And I feel like, honestly, they look so identical, you wouldn't even be able to tell that they were different products. I want your honest opinion in the comments below. Would you have thought that I was wearing two different highlighters, or powders for that matter, on my face if I hadn't said anything? I feel like, yes, the color is a little bit off, but on the face, guys, like, they look so identical. I mean, they both have that reflect to them. They're pretty close in the color family, and on the face, you really can't tell a difference. I use the same brush to apply both of them on both sides of my face. It's the Morphe M510. I used it on this side and on this side, and I made sure to clean in between applications. And then I just used my fingers to get like the smaller areas on my face, like my nose, my cupid's bow. And yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think they're dupes? So if you guys have been eyeing the Laura Geller highlight for a long time, I would definitely pick up the Maybelline one because it's less than half the price of what Laura Geller goes for. And on the face, it honestly looks the same. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has their own opinions. You guys can take it for what it is, but I swear they look identical. And if you're trying to save money and they look that similar, like, why not? Maybelline really stepped up their game with this highlighter. In my future videos, I really want to get into using more like drugstore products because I know it's more attainable to the modern consumer. I know not all of us have all the money in the world to go shopping at Sephora every other week. I mean, I know I don't. I love having high-end makeup, but I also really want to get into finding gems at the drugstore like these that I found. So like, these are a complete hit in my book, and I'm so glad that Maybelline came out with these items. I think Maybelline is actually like my favorite drugstore brand, to be honest. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and if you guys were thinking about picking up any of these products, I hope I helped. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you can see all of my future videos, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye! So like I said, I have Laura Geller on this side, and I have the Maybelline one on this side. Oop, I did not mean to do that. And the Laura Geller one on this side. So, I mean, oh my gosh, what am I saying? People want me for one thing, that's not me. I'm not changing the way that I